Hey guys, it's Jelly. Welcome back to the jam, and we're gonna do some Tomodachi Life Living the Dream demo stuff. Yeah. So, I'm sure as you saw with the game opening, that fancy looking Mii, and I'm sure a lot of you are probably like, Jelly, how'd you make a fancy looking Mii like that? So I'm gonna record my process on how I make Miis. Now before I get started and before I get into it, because I do need to make the third Mii on this island, if you cannot already tell that, I am going to be doing everything on a controller. So everything you see me do, I'm not using any fancy touchscreen, I'm not using a stylus, I'm not using anything other than my good old trusty Pro controller. So, let's dive right into it. Sorry to interrupt you. Would you consider adding another Mii to your island? Of course. Of course. Hold on. Someone is hungry. This is the other Mii on this island.
Hey! Guess you're a bit of a night owl.
I am, yes. So, unfortunately, some colors make certain things look a little funky. So Sorrel, my ghost character, you look a little funky, but that's okay.
I'm so hungry. Please feed me.
Of course. Food time. Cookie. Have a cookie. There you go. Oh, heck yeah. So you like, of course the child character likes the cookie more than the apple, and likes the apple more than the egg, because that's how child characters are.
When you sleep, destroyer.
That's here? I don't sleep. I'm always visiting my Miis at night. I don't sleep. Now we gotta add something. Freaking... I'm adding this to my Mii's vocabulary. This is in your vernacular now.
Pursuit.
Yes.
A pursuit. I'd like to wear that too.
I love these questions. They're so funny and they're so silly. And yes, as a quick little disclaimer, this is the demo version, so not too much happening. Anyways, let's stop getting distracted. So this is my other Mii. Here's another close look. Hi, Neo.
Something on your mind?
I just wanted to say hi.
I find it off-putting when someone acts too familiar too quickly.
Me too. Me too. Okay, so Neo's a lot more detailed than Sorella's. He's my lion character. And I'm gonna go into detail on how I make characters like this by creating Reed's Mii. So Reed is my VTuber, or my PNG tuber model. They are a clouded leopard tadpole mix. So I'm going to kind of go into the details on how I make Miis like these guys. So first things first, obviously you gotta add a Mii, right? Go to Scratch. Don't matter which one of these you pick. At the end of the day, you gotta pick the gender representation, pronouns, all that fun stuff at the very end after you create the Mii. So the first thing you want to do is you want to create a good looking base, or a base that you want to sort of go based off of. That was a lot of words. But you want to pick something that's gonna like... Actually, hold on. I'm gonna go back to Neo. So if we go and look at Neo, that's the face shape that we're using for Neo. So if I were to remove the face paint, that's what Neo looks like underneath everything. No nose, eyes looking like that, all sorts of fun stuff. So a lot of it is in the face paint. Now I used that face shape because of how it kind of almost looks like a muzzle. So if I were to remove this, that already kind of looks like a muzzle for like a lion or a doggo or any longer snooted animal. You can kind of get away with making it look more like a snoot is happening. So what we're gonna do for Reed, since Reed is a shorter muzzled creature, we're gonna go for a more round shape, and I'm gonna kind of replicate what I did when I did Caspian's Mii. So I'm probably going to pick this round circle one because of how I tend to draw Reed's face is very round shaped. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to pick a base color for the body slash skin slash whatever. Now I'm gonna go with a green color, I think. I think this is a close screen. So the tricky bit with Miis is you kind of have to pick and choose which one you want. So I'm probably gonna go with the green base color, just because most of Reed's body is green. But I could also go with a cream color if I wanted to. Again, the tricky bit is the hands sticking out are gonna look green, whereas if you can't tell based off of Reed's PNG tuber, and I can even pop up a full ref of Reed's character sheet, Reed's got the cream colored beans, but everything else is green. So it can be tricky. That's basically just up to you what you want to do with that color choice. Like I could go with this guy here. This is a pretty close to the cream color that Reed is. But I'm probably gonna go with this olive green color just as a base. And then I can sort of tweak it to be more accurate to Reed's actual green color when we do get into the face paint, or I might just leave it alone. I don't know yet. We'll decide when we get there. But this is kind of what you're gonna start with, your base. So you got your head shape, and there's a lot of head shapes and a lot of cool things you can do with these head shapes. So like I said, this guy here, depending on how you move the mouth and set up the face and eye stuff, you can get some muzzle looking stuff going on. Any of these longer, skinnier ones you can probably do similar things with, but definitely if you've got like a lion or a wolf or anything with a longer snoot, I would use this face shape. And once again, for me, I'm gonna go with the round one because that's just what I want. Now for hair, you can pick something that'll be close to your Sona's. You can pick something that's maybe a little different. I don't know what one I'm gonna pick for mine. For Reed, I don't know. I'm probably gonna mess around with it for a little bit here. I'm probably gonna pick the same color. But I would probably recommend going with something that's not too intrusive when it comes to the hair, especially if you're gonna be doing a lot of face paint. I would definitely pick something that's close to what your Sona or character would have. That way when you're doing the face paint, you're not disappointed when part of it's covered by, or part of the face paint is covered by the hair because of just how the hair stuff works, and we'll get into that once I start face painting. And I'm gonna do some messing around here to figure out which hairstyle I want for Reed. And towards the bottom there's some really fun ones, so, you know, I could come to a point. Various different options here. This one would work really well if you've got a horse character. Same with this one. Honestly, there's some pretty good options for like dinosaur, horse characters. Hey, I might make Spike at some point. You know, I'm probably not gonna add too many popular IP canon characters to any of my islands, but I could make Spike from Splatoon series if I really wanted to. I could, it's an option. Alright, I think this is the hair that I'm gonna land on for now. This might change later once I get some face paint down. But that front piece is pretty non-intrusive to the face paint itself. And I want more spiky, fluffy bits to kind of, you know, replicate how fluffy Reed can be. I don't know, words. So I think that's what I'm gonna go with for now. Next is gonna be eyebrows. I'm probably just gonna do these guys, or these. Probably these. And I'm just gonna rotate them. Not really any good oval ones, is there? I mean, these are close. If anything, I could go with these guys and... maybe, possibly, I don't know. I might change these later, but this will probably be what I do for now. Eyeballs. Again, just kind of replicating shape. Actually, because Reed's iris is... or not iris, the one that starts with a S. Sclera. Because Reed's sclera is not white, it is yellow, I'm gonna go with one of these options that doesn't have, whatchamacalled? The hell's the word I'm looking for, guys? The white. It doesn't have the white behind it, so that way I can do colored sclera. The only downside to doing that is that when the Mii blinks, you'll see whatever it is behind. So you'd see the yellow part. Which is, you know, a sacrifice I'm willing to make. But I do want to point that out, that if you're doing anything fancy with the eyes, makeup-wise, or face paint-wise, whenever they blink, you're gonna see whatever's going on behind it. Honestly, I might just go with this one. And since I'm making a character that's got a muzzle, I'm gonna make the eyes a little wider apart than what I might typically do, especially with these eyes and what I plan on making. That's how you cheat the system, guys. One of the ways you can cheat the system. Now he looks a little cross-eyed, okay? Just a little bit, right? That's okay, we'll fix it in post. He's not looking very straight. Oh. But like, you can adjust it, right? You can make adjustments as needed. Oh boy. It'll all make sense. A lot of this is just guidelines. I'm also like super messing around. Oh god. Yeah, I think that could work. Now we're gonna ruin everything and make eye color. Which purple? This one? This one? That one? That one? Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. I don't know if this is the eyes. See, you're very limited when it comes to like shape. I guess I could do this one. Oh no, chat. Like there's a few decent options, but not many. Let me see if I can't make one of these work. Now I just gotta keep in mind that because I'm rotating it, the blinking and stuff's gonna be a little different. But I think if I play my cards right, I want to try to get as much of the eye stuff as I want it as possible, so that way I don't have to do so much finagling with it. That's why I'm fiddling with the eyes so much. Obviously, you guys can do whatever the heck you want with your Miis and stuff. Because they're your Miis. You can do whatever. I'm just trying to finagle. Oh, there we. Ooh. It's tricky, but sometimes you gotta do a little finagling, sometimes you can make it work. I mean, that's pretty damn close. That's about probably where I'm gonna be able to be sitting with it. See, the tilting bit, that's the part that gets you. Go back to where you were. Yeah, that's probably about where we're gonna have to be with these. Which, honestly, I think it's pretty good. I think once we get to the makeup part, it'll come together. There's gonna be a lot of back and forth tweaking once you start with the makeup portion, or face paint. Face paint, makeup, they're essentially the same thing, right? Well, that's an option. That is an option. Am I gonna use it? No. No, I'm not. But it's an option. Actually, I'm gonna use this option. It might simplify my life, it might not. I don't know. There's not a lot of adjustments. Okay, one final little thing, and that's details. You know. Am I gonna put it on that side, the other side? I don't know. It's gonna go there for now. And I can change it later if I want to. Okay, but those are the eyes done. Behold your creature. It's only gonna get worse from here, because now we remove the nose. For most non-human characters, you're probably gonna be removing the nose and making your own. Unless you're able to make one of these work, depending on what colors and stuff you need to change. If you are going to be relying a lot on face paint though, I would recommend removing the nose and just drawing your own. Now for the mouth, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the fun trick of remove. Just remove it. Just make it go away. I'm either gonna do that one, or I'm gonna turn this one upside down. Which you can do. You can rotate the mouth. If you want it upside down, you can have it upside down. Honestly, I might do that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have the mouth upside down. If my Mii frowns... Do the Miis frown? I don't know. Either way, I can change this if I want to. But yeah, you can have it upside down if you want. All sorts of fun stuffs. Ears. I'm not adding ears. I don't need ears. Eyewear. Don't need it. This stuff. There is a nice little trick with like this guy. I think. Or no, this one. The reason I'm doing this is for when the Mii is seen from other angles, it kind of blends a little bit better. Unfortunately, there's only so much you can do with that, but I do recommend probably using one of these depending on how your Mii's face paint is. So I'm probably gonna select that one for now, and then if I feel like I need to change it for any of the other ones, I've got the option to. So that way when the Mii's seen from the side view, it's not too terrible, you know? But this is our base read. Now we go into the fun part. Oh boy. For this part, I'm probably gonna disappear until I need to chat with you. But from here on out, it's just a lot of finagling. Obviously, turn on pro mode. It's going to help you out a ton. I have the grid turned on as well. And then I've got my eyedropper set to my little quick doohickey do at the moment. So I can very quickly eyedropper things. We're gonna look kind of silly for a little while. That's just the nature of this. Actually, hold on. I just noticed something about our face. I need to move all of the face features up. I was not thinking about that part. And this is another reason why it's really nice to get all of your eye stuff onto just the eyes, because then you can just move the whole thing. You can just move the whole thing. Wow, just like that. Isn't that great? This is gonna be cursed for a while on it. Oh boy. But that's okay. We live for the cursed. Alright, now we can go add face paint to our creature. One little thing, and I think I noticed this in my last video when I was doing, you know, the more in-depth tutorial, is this and this don't line up very well, right? So if I'm trying to trace this, see how not aligned it is? Gotta keep that in mind. Alright, I'm gonna go bye-bye. We're gonna time-lapse this, probably speed through, and I might do some voiceover explaining what I'm doing. I might not. It depends on my mood. But I'll see you at some point, probably. I'm back. Okay, so what I'm about to do, I'm actually going to explain real quick. So, I'm just gonna select this color, like that, bada bing, bada boom, grab a darker shade. Now with your pen guy. Lock transparency. Basically alpha lock. I am going to select this round pen here. Basically what I'm going to do is kind of create a shadow line. This is helpful on areas on a character where you want to define like the edge. I might need to pick a different color. So like, I'm trying to create a shadow line. Basically, what I'm trying to do is create like a barrier between where the cheek of the character is and the fluff starts. So this is really good to kind of get that nice illusion, although I kind of want it closer to the actual shadow colors, so... Oh, I need to desaturate this more, and I need to make it more red. That's closer? Just a little bit darker. And more desaturated. Yeah, that's definitely it. Just a little bit darker. 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 Darker! Oh. The color back. Too dark. Okay, that's fine. But basically what I'm doing is I'm just kind of creating or defining where the cheek is. So that way when I go to do the fluff and stuff, it'll be separated in a way. So definitely take your time with this part. Get it how you want it. I'm not doing anything super fancy, I'm just trying to get this line to do what I want the line to do. Why are you so jagged? Stop it. Anyways, yeah, you're probably gonna have edges like that, which is fine. It's fine. Right? That's alright. That's okay. Just kind of doing my best. Okay, so now I've got the jagged line. Now I've got my line. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the transparency lock off. Now we gotta be careful with this part because we don't want to go over top of what we just drew. So, I'm now realizing I've got different floof stuff going on with this. Reset our camera. So let's see with read. Trying to see here. That wasn't correct. Just trying to replicate. So it looks like I've got a line here, one like that. Oops. Don't mind me as I draw the same line a gazillion times until I get one that I like. I'm not connecting these on purpose right now. I do kind of want them to be pretty fluffy. Now the nice thing about this is it does curve around the face, so really viewing it from the side won't be as terrible. So definitely I'm going to go super fluff on this. And then... Ooh. Maybe I already do this line. Arcs and stuff. Ooh. Now what you can do, obviously, you can turn on smooth, you know, smooth, and it should hopefully smooth out your line, you know, that's an option. If that's what you want. But I don't like it that much. Okay, so for the most part, this shape is what I want. For the most part. over this in. I'm gonna have to change the color some of this to match the floof. Okay, but that's essentially what I'm gonna need. So, now that we got our floof, I can carry this with this color. That's gonna be green, so I'm not too worried about that right now. Okay, got all of the pixels. So I'm gonna make sure real quick that we got everything lined up. Super important part now is to get that matched up properly and all the pixels in their place where they are meant to be. Now that this whole section here is all blocked in. Bucket tool and fill. Get anything that got missed. Just trying to make the curve how I want it. Yeah, I'm being a little tedious with my pixels. Okay, shush. Shush, shush, shush. So now I've got that. And I've got my floof. The way I want my floof to be. Now. Oops, wrong color. But now I can do this again. So I can lock my transparency. Grab what I want. Where's your pen? Ow. We can shade the fluff. Oh my god. And I'm not gonna go too crazy with this. Just kinda getting the parts that matter. Yay! This is kind of where like eyedropper tools and whatnot come into play with the rendering and whatnot. And then you can just kind of play with it until you get the look that you're wanting. And then don't forget to turn that off when you're done. We're just gonna do that. Yippee! Okay, so I'm pretty much done. I mean, I've got the nose, I guess. Hold on. Some spots here and there that I gotta do, but I'm gonna do those after I flip it. Now I did have to move these spots out of the way because they were in the way. So now I can put them back now that I'm done messing with the ear. I can kind of just put them where I want them. Probably there. Yeah, that looks alright. I'm probably gonna mess with the hair a little bit. I'm not 100% happy with it. I might move the eyes up. So what I might do is very carefully. I'm gonna move those back over because I need to move the eyes up. So I'm probably just gonna move parts of the face paint up so I can move the eyes up because the eyes are too low. So I'll just put that there probably. Move this. There. I made him smaller, just a smidgen. And more circular. Cool. So what I'll probably do is I'll back out, make the eyes smaller, move them up where they need to be, and then I'll come back in here, finish everything up. So I'm gonna hit done. Now it's not lined up properly. That's okay. I'm gonna go to the eyes, because I need to move the eyes up. Honestly, I did pretty good making sure that that was where it needed to be. So that's how we're looking so far. This is also a good way to sort of gauge how things are looking. I'm probably gonna mess with that cheek flip just a tiny bit, 'cause it's not exactly how I want it. Yeah, so I'm gonna mess with that a little bit. Before I mess with stuff too much though, no, we'll finish it. We'll finish it. So yeah, basically, now that we're out, I have to reselect my colors because, you know, they only stick around for so long. That's okay. We basically have all of our colors in that we need, so it's not that big of a deal that these got changed. That's fine. Means that I gotta go in and move stuff around a little bit. And that's a-okay. So we'll just move stuff around a little bit. And it'll be fine. Okay. So now the eyes are basically where they need to be. I don't think I need to move that face paint around at all. Everything's that's pretty much where it's gotta go. Which is nice and good. And now you can see why I added that beard sort of thing. So that way when you're looking at things from the side, it's not so abrupt, right? It's not just all green, which is what we're looking for. So now I just have to do a little bit more. Nothing too crazy. I'm gonna make this lighter, like what I've been doing. Or I've kind of just gone in and done that little zigzag in the ear. It's been working out pretty well, so I've been doing that. Yeah, it's pretty good. If I wanted to, I could add some shading into the ears, but I don't really want to. I'm trying to keep things relatively simple, so I'm not going to mess with that. I do want to add a little bit more detailing to the nose. I just want to make this a little bit darker. Nothing too crazy, though. I can draw what I'm trying to do. That would be fantastic. Yeah, just a little bit of shadow in the nose, nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy, just a little bit of something. Nice. Kinda making things look how I want it. This is kind of the last stage before, you know, you finalize everything. I am gonna do the sprout, but I'm gonna do it asymmetrically, so I'm not gonna worry about it right now, because right now I need to flip everything. So get all your symmetrical bits done, so that way you can select everything. And now I'm selecting from outside of the box, so that way I know I have the full thing selected. Making sure I got everything. We're gonna go like bam, press the plus button, rotate it. I'm just using the joystick to get it over, and then I'm using the D-pad to sort of fine-tune the positioning. So that's where I want it. Zoom in, make sure everything's all good. Just gonna double check real quick that that lines up. And it does. Just hit B to back out of that. Now there's my guy. I might mess with the eyes a little bit because they do look a little funky. But that's alright, that's okay. We can always mess with them just a little bit. I might try to make that one thing thicker. We'll see. I gotta mess with the eyebrows a tiny bit. I might... Yeah, I'll probably mess with it just a tiny little bit, just to, you know. So I'm gonna delete that, because now I know that my eyes are too far apart. They look a little funky. So we're gonna go back and hit done, because I want to save what I did have. But now I know my eyes are too far apart. So I'm going to scooch them together a little bit more. This is what I mean by we gotta fine-tune stuff and make sure everything is all good. So we got face paint, grab our selection tool, grab this guy, move it in. Where it needs to be. And now that's in where it needs to be. Good, good, good. Everything look good. Yep. We're still where we're at, where we gotta go, where we gotta be. Cool, cool, cool. So now I'm gonna test everything again. Select it all. Plus, rotate, move in place. Triple them home. Make sure it's all lined up. It's all lined up. Already that looks a lot better than what it did look like. I do think my mouth is up way too high though. So what I'm probably going to do, and it's gonna be real tricky to do. What I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna take this guy, flip it, move it out of the way for now. This is probably gonna be a lot of moving stuff out of the way. I'm probably gonna move the mouth down because it's way too high up. I'm just gonna select all of this, probably up until there, and then I'm going to just shuffle it down. I just shuffle it down a couple things, and then I'm probably gonna reselect. Might be tricky. Honestly, that might be enough. I do want to, yeah, because then I just move the mouth down. So probably going to do is what? Okay, my controller was being weird. There we go. I'm just trying to select just enough. Trying to move this down. Yeah, it's a lot of just moving, shuffling stuff around. Cool. Okay. So that's all shuffled down for the most part. Now what I'm probably... Yeah, so now I just gotta smooth this bit out, this little transition sorts. Oh. It's just a lot of tweaking. Okay, but I think that'll be okay. So now, for the last time, hopefully, we'll back out. We'll go to our mouth. Move it down. Ooh! Okay, nice. I got it to line up. That's good. Again, a lot of back and forth, but that's okay. Okay, so now I just have a little bit more tweaking to go. Okay. Good. Not two. Two. There we go. That one out. And this guy, I tried to go. Good. Jesus. Okay, good. Good work. I think I got everything. I think that looks good. I select this guy, rotate it over. Oops. Oh, I need to be zoomed in. I think that's where it needs to go. Something like that, I think. That looks correct to me. Alright, so we did our little adjusting. Took a bit. But you know what? That's fine. You got it. I'll move that guy up. One more. Okay. A lot of adjusting. This is taking a lot longer than I was intending for it to take, but it's fine. It's fine. I think we got it. Okay, cool. So now, hopefully, copy. Switch over. Get ourselves nice and lined up. Pop it down. Make sure that did what it was supposed to. That's probably the quickest way to check. Okay, so Reed's still not looking straight on, but that's fine. Alright, we kind of had to make some customize, which is okay. It works. It works. Overall, I'm happy with how that looks. The mouth's in a better spot. Happy with that. Everything else looks alright. I might try and mess with the eyes just a tiny little bit. So before I mess with this, well, I can mess with the sprout quick. Okay, so now we're gonna make our sprout. Which is basically gonna be Oni. A little bit lighter. More on the green side. Yeah. So with the sprout. So that's what our sprout's looking like. There we go. That's better. Okay, so there's that. Now we don't have a ton of room to work with, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. No. Sprout's not bad. I just didn't like quite how light the sprout was, so I made it a little bit darker. Okay, so now kind of just doing that for some shading. Okay, I think we're good. Apart from, I need some more spots. So, since these spots are kind of... There we go. There's Reed. There we are. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can't mess with these eyes a little bit more. They're fine, right? They're not the worst thing in the world, but I don't know. Like, I think they're okay. Could be worse, could be better. I'm gonna see if I can't make this guy thicker. Right, I put it up there, I forgot. Well, honestly, I think that helps. Whatever the heck I just did. Okay. I think whatever I did, I think did it. Whatever I did it. I don't know what I did, but I did it. I think that did it. I think that did it. Okay. Not 100% on the little dot. I think that's fine where it's at. Or I might just do that one. I think that one works. I think that looks good. Okay. So, huzzah, made a Mii. Now, I'm not 100% happy with how the hair looks. So now we're gonna finagle with the hair a little bit. And this kind of shows, like, yep, that's what's gonna be sticking out. Which, honestly, that wouldn't be terrible, but... So now we know kind of where stuff's gonna stick out, where stuff's gonna cover up, like that one, how it covers up the ears and some of the other stuff. So if I were to go like this one, like woof, you see how much of it gets covered up, or like that one, or that one, right? So then you can kind of mess with stuff. So that's why I would recommend selecting a hair that you think is gonna work first. Probably gonna just stick with that one. In terms of back, I don't know. I do want a little bit of fluffy, but I don't want it like crazy. But it's kind of tricky because like there's these ones, and that's about all that there is. So it's like, how much spiky do you want? Actually, hold on, question. That's an option. That's an option. I might do that one. The reason is because Reed's got some spots. Ooh. Get some different stripe action going. I think I'm gonna do that one because Reed's got some brown spots on the back, and that I think is a good way to show that. There's our guy. We did it. Oh my god. Reed exists. Yippee! Woo! Yippee! Yoo-hoo! Now, unfortunately, it's tricky to get really big ears just because of how small the canvas is, but that's alright. I did it. I think I did an alright job. Again, probably have the features a little too high. Oh, the eyebrows. Oh, I gotta, hold on. I wanna mess with these. Oof. I think these are the eyebrows that I want. Yeah. Probably do something like that. Oh, if I did a little bean shape, maybe. That'll work. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think that'll work. There's my guy! Oh my god, my guy! Look at it, it's Reed! It's me! That's how you make him. That's how you do it. At least that's how I do it. But yeah, the little beard. I mean, it's not perfect. Like, you can see it peeking through a little bit there. I might see if any of the other options are better. You can do that one, which, sure. But I kind of like how this one angles down more. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, but anyways, we got Reed! Woo! I need to hold on one second. I gotta grab a thing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Totally not for anything. Totally was not for anything. You can ignore it for a second. You can ignore it for a second, okay? It was totally not for anything. Okay. Yeah. So there's Raid! So that's how I do my furry characters. That's how I've done most of them. Like these guys, now you can see them together. And you can kind of see how the blinking is and how it looks. And it doesn't look terrible, especially since the yellow and like the cream color behind the eyes are essentially the same color. That helps. But that's how I do one where the sclera is a different color. It might be trickier if you don't have like a lighter color behind the eye. You might have to just be okay with it, you know? Honestly, yeah, pretty much average. I'm not gonna adjust this too much. Basically where it needs it to be. I'm just glad I did it, man. Woohoo! I'm tired. I was not expecting to be recording for 2 hours. But we record for 2 hours. That's how it works. I hope you guys found this helpful, and hopefully I'm able to edit this. I was thinking to myself, I can do this really quick. This isn't gonna take me that long. I can just boom, bop, bam, do it and be done with it. Little did I know. Little did I know I'd be here still messing with it. That's okay. It's okay. We'll finish it out. We'll see it through. I'll let you guys hear the funny voice that I come up with.
My name is Reed.
Non-binary. Fucking everybody. Days the Dems. Masculine dough. You're my age. Okay.
My name is Reed. It's nice to meet you.
Honestly,
Today is April 15th, 2026. So, how does this voice sound?
the default's not
My
terrible.
name is Reed.
I gotta hit
Today-
the random a couple
My name
times
is
though.
Reed. It's nice to meet you. Today is April. My name is Reed. It's nice to meet you. Today is April 15th, 2026. So, how does this voice sound?
Kind of
My
trying to
name is
match
Reed.
mine a little bit.
It's nice to meet you. Today is April 15th, 2026.
To me, that sounds
So,
okay.
how does this voice sound? My name is Reed.
Because I just
It's
associate
nice
my
to
own
meet
voice
you.
with Reed at this point.
Today is April 15th. To
Honestly,
meet
that
you.
one's pretty close. We'll just go with that one. No. Movement. Quick side, but not terrible quick. It's gonna be more like, okay, so basically with the speech is like, how straightforward are you? How to the point? Are you trying to like sugarcoat things? If you're trying to sugarcoat things, then you're gonna be more on the polite side. If you're more confrontational, then you're gonna be on the honest side. If you're just gonna speak your mind, you know? That's how I see this. Reed's not gonna tell you if you're messing up. Unless the link is really bad, probably. Varied. A little, maybe a little bit. Serious. Broski is not serious. Broski is the farthest from, not really the farthest from, but not serious. Quirky. He's just a guy. He's just a guy. He's not very normal, but he's a guy. Okay, what does that give us? It's me. It's me as a me, guys. Oh my god. It's me as a me. Orange suits you, Reed? Honestly? Yeah, the orange suits. Orange suits me, I think. Yeah. That works. I think this is the most varied personality-wise I've had.
You're Destroyer, right?
Ignore
It's nice
what
to
I
meet
had
you.
my Miis call
I'm
me
Reed.
on this
I'm a
island.
considerate daydreamer. I know I look like I have it all together, but I've been known to overthink things now and then.
Yup.
I hope we get along well.
Oh, I'm sure we will, buddy. Huzzah! It's me!
My
It's
favorite
me!
kind of movie. A feel-good comedy that everyone can enjoy.
That's- well, no, that lines up with you. Not me, though. But you. But see, that's what I mean when the eyes close. They're gonna be a little goofy, a little silly. So you just have to kind of be aware of that and accept it for what it is. And that's okay. You do the best that you can with the tools that you're given. What? Why did... Are we gathering? What's happening here? Oh, right. Because I added the third Mii, therefore they're all gonna do things. So you're gonna trip and fall at some point. No, I'm really happy with how those eyes turned out after finagling with them for so long. But that's about all I really had to do and had to show for- oh, there they go. There they go, on the ground. You silly. You are so silly. And then you're gonna be like, coin spin. Coin spin. We want a coin spin thing, coin spin. Okay, anyways. That's about all I wanted to show. Yeah. I don't... Outros. Man, I'm tired! It's 3 a.m. It is 3 a.m. I'm not joking. It's 3 a.m. I've been at this for 2 hours. Thankfully, a lot of that's gonna be like super sped up and like zoom, zoom, zoom. You know? So for you guys, it's gonna be a nice quick video, hopefully. I mean, it's probably gonna be on the longer end a little bit, but like, I don't know, we'll see when I edit it down. I also have an announcement. I have an announcement to make. I have an announcement to make, everybody. Do you wanna know what the announcement is? On April 20th, 5 days from now, I'm going to be doing a streaming event over on Twitch. I don't know what time it's happening at yet. My guess is probably around noon-ish Eastern time. Probably between 12 and 1 p.m. is when I'm gonna start it. Eastern time? I don't know. But basically, what I've been doing recently is I have been testing out a Google form thingamabob that has all of the customization features, all of the everything in it. So, if you wanna... Hold on. I need to start over. I need to start over. Oh, I need to start over. Oh, it's not been good. Oh, it's not good. Reed, you fell over. We're gonna do you first. No, it's gonna do the blip, 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 blip. Blip, 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 blip. Hold on. Let me not be tired for 2 seconds. Hi. Hi, chat. Hey, chat! Hey, how's it going? I've got a little announcement to make. Little... Go away, Neo. On April 20th, Monday, I'm going to be starting like a week of lots of streaming. Many streams. All of the streams. Okay? Okay? You understand? Huh. All of the things. And all of the streams. And all of the everything. I'm probably gonna be starting that around noon-ish Eastern Standard Time. Okay? Noon-ish. Probably closer to 1 p.m. if I'm being completely honest. Depends on when I wake up. Okay? But basically I've been doing some test streams. And if you want to check out the most recent test stream that I did, the VOD is on my VOD channel. I've got a VOD channel, guys. I've got all of the things. Stop looking at me. I'm putting you over here. On over here. On over here. So, VOD channel. Okay, it exists. Jelly keeps jamming. You know, the jam keeps going on. We got all the jamming. Okay? Because we Jelly's jam. And this is my jam. And we keep jamming over on the VOD channel. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Guys, it's 3 a.m. It's been 2 hours. I'm losing it a little bit. I'm a little tired. And this is the first time I've done like a full-on stream event, so... Oh my goodness. This is gonna be a mess of a video to edit down. Hopefully I can get it up. You know, since today's Wednesday, on the 15th. Bro, the game comes out in less than 24 hours! Like the actual full game! Putting you on the far island. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways. That's coming. I got VOD channel. I'd be streaming on the Twitchies. Okay? We'd be doing that. April 20th. Around noonish, probably. Possibly. I'll probably be streaming, like I said, a lot during the week. But basically, I got a form. A Google form. You fill it out. Collect all the data, and then we make Miis. So, chat is going to be in control of most of the island stuff. Alright? So if you want to create chaos and shenanigans and be crazy and be wild, tune in April 20th. Okay? Got it? And like all of next week. Okay? Got it? Cool? We cool? We cool? We understand? We understand the announcement? Oh. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This has been a mess of an outro. And I hope I'm not rambling too much. But we got guys. Fine, I'll pick you up. I'll pick you up. I have to help them. I have to pick them up. And I have to shake them. And I gotta ragdoll them. Come here. Ah! This is what I'm gonna do to you, chat. Viewers, audience, if you don't show up to my stream event on April 20th, this is what's gonna happen. This right here. So, show up to my event on April 20th. No, you don't have to. You don't have to. I'm not gonna shake you that much. I might shake you a little bit, but if you, come on. Anyways, that's how you make a Mii, guys. That's how you do it. Look at him. Look at me. Look at them. Look at me. Look at them. Look at me. Look at them. Aren't we so great? Aren't we so great? Don't we look alike? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this is a ramble mess of a video. I'm trying to get back into it, I swear. I failed getting a March video out, so it came out on April 1st, which that's just March, guys. That's part of March, right? April Fool's is part of March, right? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I super appreciate all of the support. I know my content has been so all over the place recently, and that's just kind of how it is, right? It's just kind of how it is. I work full time and I'm tired, and the world's on fire or something. I don't know. Things have been crazy. But yeah, go pay attention to Twitch stuff. And I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye!
Thank you so much, Destroyer.